Hi, this is Jim Stephenson, composer in the Chicago area. I am answering question number 2 submitted to me by email regarding the upcoming premiere of my bass trombone concerto with the Chicago Symphony and Riccardo Muti with Charlie Vernon as our soloist. So the second question is, what role did my relationship with Charlie Vernon and with the Chicago Symphony play in composing this piece? Well, the role with Charlie Vernon is two-part. First of all, I've of course known of him for many years, having listened live and to many recordings and just hearing on the street everybody's viewpoint of Charlie Vernon. So that was the first role. And then second, as I got to know him in writing this piece for him, I would go down to his house, he would play for me, he would come up to my house, he would bring some sketches, or I had sent him some sketches and he would bring them back and make some comments, put some red marks through some of it, or look at some of the rest of it and say, hey, I like this, do more of that. It became a very collaborative role, more so than any other concerto I've ever written, I would say. A lot of back and forth. He would text me little pictures of the music and circle some things and say, can you change this? And I would write back and offer some other ideas. So over the past couple of years, specifically the past 6 months since I actually gave him the piece, there's been a lot of back and forth getting the music to a point where he's really happy with it. Secondly, the second part of that question, my relationship with the Chicago Symphony, I could go on and on about this, but importantly, I grew up in the Chicago area. As soon as I had a trumpet in my hand at the age of 10, trumpet was my instrument before becoming a composer, I would listen to every Chicago Symphony recording I could get my hands on. I was always curious what the brass section sounded like, of course, being as famous as they were and are. Specifically Bud Herseth, he was my idol. So I would listen to all the different various interpretations of pieces they had recorded, the same piece they had recorded, just trying to soak it all in. And then, of course, having moved back to the Chicago area in the last 12 years, I've gone many times to concerts, admittedly not as many as I would like, because a lot of times I'm traveling or just too busy with family things, but I do go a lot, and it's my hometown orchestra, so I can't say anything more about how thrilled I am to get to write a piece for them, and to see actually a lot of my friends who are now, or who have been in the orchestra, they are now my friends, writing music specifically for them to play, and then to be in the audience watching is just something I've been thinking about for a long time.